Good morning, and it is a warm welcome back to the channel. If you have never been here before, hopefully you'll like and subscribe. So the whole intention of BARNI, which is Biking Adventures and Routes Northern Ireland, now it's going to cover Ireland because this country has so much to give and so much to show, steeped in history. It's second to none. Countryside, greenery, locations, beaches, it just has everything, and not to mention the people are just magnificent. I'm just biased. Anyway, I have set up this is the first official recording of my Drift XL camera, and with the absolute fantastic help from Drift, just on things that I didn't know, things that I wanted to know, they come back and guided me very, very well. Now I've set up, there's a couple of people I follow on YouTube, and it was through following them that I have set up my camera. There weren't settings that I just decided myself, but we're at Lone Ends now, for those that were in County Antrim. So with all my videos I will be sticking to speed limits, trying to ride in the best of my capability. I have taken an IAMS course. Took me a wee bit longer than most people to get through it, but at the same time I did appreciate the guidance and help that was given. I've since left that group. I'm still an IAMS member, but I haven't joined any other groups. I was part of a couple of groups on Facebook, biking groups. There were certain things within the groups that I didn't like, and I'm not going to go into that, but decided to leave. I think it was probably just the best thing. Yeah, anyway, not to dwell on it. So this group was basically set up. I didn't think I would have had as many members that I have in it at present, which is fantastic, and I am really appreciative. I've been trying to do draws, obviously during lockdown, to keep everybody's spirits up. Any money gathered for the draw is just to pay for the items which we are going to obviously raffle off. So what I have done is set my Drift XL camera to dash cam mode. I did use it in ordinary mode, and it was just a long video, and it meant I had to cut it up and splice it and all the rest of it. Now I have used dash cams for my car for years, I see a horse, and having the segments in smaller, more manageable segments was always better. So I have set this route for that exact reason, and as you can see, people so friendly. Everybody just nod at you, everything's good. We're coming up on a couple of horses here, and everybody is absolutely brilliant. People out walking their dogs. Hopefully that's a dog, could be a rat. Yes, that's a dog. But we're all good. So we're on a road called the 7 Mile Straight. And people have heard of the Seven Sisters. Well, this is the 7 Mile Straight. It's a long road, 7 miles long, and people love it. It's the direct route from Belfast to Antrim. There's a bike, didn't even turn around to look to see which way he was going, just went. So there's the view. hopefully you can see it. Hopefully my camera's still on the side of my head. Yep, still there. So it's very misty this morning. So it's very misty this morning. You can see it on the horizon. But it is a great day. It's not too sunny. It's shining in your eyes, and I am so excited because all I'm doing. This is the first time the bike has been out. Obviously done checks, pre-checks, checking everything before I went out: tire pressure, oil pressure, water, lights, the whole works, brakes. So now that I've done that, I'm just going out for a little run just to warm the bike up. My absolute darling wife is coming out with me, and I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to that. So I do have a special route to go on, my wife loves, and I'm doing a wee video for a company. Can't really say much more than that at the minute. But it's to do with motorbikes. Let's look at it that way. And once I'm allowed to tell you, I will. So as I said, I've set this to dash cam, which means it's going to just be sections of 5 minutes, because I think 5 minutes footage is ample to work with. And it'll certainly be easier to splice, take out bad bits and whatever, and try to keep the good bits. So this is the mic on its lowest setting, number 1. I have put my settings up on the BARNI page, that if you want to set your camera up the same, you can. So I did have it on number 2, the mic setting on number 2, but I felt that it was very loud. So number 1 definitely seems good for me. So when we reach the end of the road here, it's going to be into Antrim. This is the end of the 7 Mile Straight. I'm just following a wee learner here, keep giving them plenty of distance. Now we're going left at the end of the road, and so are they. So I'll pop up a lid. So this is the Old Shore Road, which is going to take us up into Aldergrove Airport. Also situated in the same area is RAF Aldergrove. Trying not to crowd the learner driver here. Get a wee spot, we'll just nip out there, away we go. Seems like we've got plenty of cars out today anyway. Looks like a listed building. Looks like the wee learner's making room for me, but obviously can't get around with the corner. In case everybody's going to be a bit critical on my riding, I'm going to ask you to withhold that. I'll probably end up holding the comments back on the page. Probably the only reason I'll do that is I can only hope that the camera is in full view and you can see what I'm looking at. So the road from Antrim to Aldergrove Airport, it's an international airport. Fly into the country and you can hire whatever you need to hire, whether it's cars, bikes, vans. Yes, there's a fly drive company in Moira. You can also hire them from Philip McCallum's. I think there's other places as well, which I'll have to do my research on. We're going straight on. Another day I'll take you up into the airport. For now, this is just a warm-up ride. As you can see, the sun is trying to come out. And as much as everybody would go across to Spain or Greece or wherever they're going, and some fantastic roads, I'm not saying that there isn't, because some of them look absolutely in Germany and across into Europe, France or wherever they're going. Belgium, it looks absolutely amazing. For me, it has to be the roads and the scenery. And I'm just going to elaborate on that. Looking out to my left, you can see it's straight ahead. You can see in the far distance, it's obviously Black Mountain Cave Hill. But everywhere you look, it's either farmland, greenery, trees, shrubs. And with the farms, you get the smell. You can't get that in camera. You're lucky. So this, back in either the 50s or the 60s, is where the international airport used to be. As far as I know, this is Nuts Corner. Hopefully you can see this is just a main road now down in towards Belfast from Alta Grove. So out to the right, about half a mile is where the airport used to be, and then it was relocated to where Alta Grove is now. It's a very low-lying area. There's not many crosswinds up here, and there's been a few good functions happened up here. Now every week you will have the likes of race cars, there's the Sunday market up here, which is attracts thousands and thousands of people. And you have the raceway, which there's a lot of stock cars go on. Some people call this the Belfast Road, which will take you directly into the heart of Belfast. There's a few different roads out. The next road across would be the Dundrod, which of course famous motorbike race. If you don't know it, I'll be surprised. So we're going to do that course as well. So that's already on. I'm going to do a GPX file for all the races, the I just about say it, 100, Northwest 200, Dundrod, and there's a couple more now which I intend to put up. I'll use the cameras. Obviously I'm going to be linking, I have fixed cameras on my bike, and then I have this helmet cam. I'm going to try and keep my head movements minimal, so the footage is slightly better. I'm going to try. Whether it works out, I don't know. The best I can do is video it, go back and watch it, and then adjust my riding style. And as much as I said earlier that these are my new gloves which I got at Christmas from my darling wife, they're Gore-Tex. The other gloves which I have two other, I have a summer pair and a winter pair. It's a waterproof pair, which I bought at Clifton Motorcycle Centre in Belfast, and they are great, I have to say. But in Northern Ireland, or we get a lot of rain, hence why we've got 40 shades of green, and there's always a bit of a cold wind or a nip in the air. As you can see in the distance, that's the Cave Hill mountain, and there's mist on it, and that's up in the direction where I'm going. But the gloves are brilliant, and I haven't got my heated grips on. There's no bite in my fingers. Normally I can feel cold right in the tips of my finger or fingers, and it sort of spoils the ride a wee bit. That and getting sore hips. And did I mention sore knees? So this is just a wee warm-up ride on the way around, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to post this one or not, but we'll see. good to be back in the bike. If you have a shrink, sack them. Buy yourself a bike, put your money to good use. Get a small bike. It'll get you where you need to go.